Okay, so I'm here putting new hyfax on my 2012 M1100 Turbo. It's a 162. It's the 50th anniversary, and this thing is heavy, so of course it will need parts like that replaced once in a while. These are the new hyfaxes. This is the graphite. It's really slippery, really hard, very good stuff. I got it from snowmobiletracksusa.com. And these are the old hyfax, and these were the original stock hyfax. And as you can see, they're shredded. They're really torn up, and you can see the pitting. I actually found big pieces of shred in my clips, and these are the clips which it runs on. Right here you see the wear, and each one of these is clipped on in intervals on the track. And of course, if a piece of grit gets, like this kind of grit, if it gets on that and gets in between that and the hyfax, it'll form this kind of a pitting and wear. So it's always good to not run it in, semi-dry conditions, which is what I was doing. But as you can see, going down the whole thing, this is just, ripped up. And the wear mark right there, that lower line, is pretty thin, but it's even, and then it suddenly gets thin right here, and really thin. And this is the worst spot right here. And when you see like a spot that's getting that close to the wear mark, you don't want to run it anymore, because what will happen is these it'll wear right down through this and start hitting this aluminum here, and then you're going to have to replace this whole assembly, which is a real pain. So you want to make sure you keep a nice fitting amount on there. I cut this off on the back as a little bevel. That's important to put it on a bevel so that when you're backing up, it doesn't catch the clips on the track. And what I'm doing right here is I'm taking my flex shaft grinder and I'm grinding off this little edge. As you can see, there's an edge that I ground off right here. That was sharp, as you can see on these. This little edge, I mean, you can almost cut yourself on that. It's really sharp. And it's very important when you're putting on new hyfax. What I do all the time is I grind just that little bit away along the edge there, ever so slight, just enough to make it rounded like this. And you can see when it's rounded, it's not going to catch. So when I go like this with my finger, I'm not feeling a sharp edge anymore. So since this was a stock machine, I believe that was what was happening that made it wear away pretty quickly, because when we put about 250 miles on this and the hyfax was looking good, and now it needs replacing. So that's what I think is going on. So this is an example of grinding it. This is what it looks like. I'm taking this and I'm holding it back and moving it along places, and then I'm taking this grinder and I'm just taking that edge away. Just very small amount. And this is a fine grinding bit, so it just makes it smooth polish. And I take it off the back too. Just those edges are real sharp. It's basically the opposite of sharpening a chainsaw. You want to make that sharp to the feel, and you want to make this not sharp to the feel. So now it's nice and smooth. It's just basically polished. The edges are polished. It feels very sharp. See, so you can see it's shiny wherever I go with that. So that's not going to catch the hyfax when it rubs across there again. So I'm going to go down the whole line and do all these on this side, and then go to the other side and do those too. And that'll make just my hyfax last a lot longer, so I won't have to do this. I'm using an ammo box lid here to prop it up so that it's propped up for me. But anyway, that's my flex shaft grinder. It's basically like a Dremel. You can use a Dremel, you can use whatever. And I have it on a sled stand, and basically the track is just, sitting there. I had to take these bolts out on both sides there, and then these front bolts in that hole right there, one on each side, and that just made the whole track guide and rail guide drop out. And then you basically loosen the back wheels with those screws on the side there, and that'll loosen your whole track, and then you can pull it out. I hope this video has been helpful, and tune into my other videos for other sled fixes. Thanks for watching.